give the same information to the folks on the free side. I'm gonna see what they do with it. And every now and then I'll have somebody that's like, yeah, Shannon, I couldn't afford a challenge, but look what I whipped up. And I'm like, bet. What that did though is it made it to where you're doing the work. Information to the folks look at me, my country behind. And then that way you're able to afford the next opportunity that does come up. So I love a person that's going to make the most out of resources. That's the type of person that I am. But when you get the resources, investing in yourself is the next step. So I'm going to show the free side. So let's see if they can see us on the free side now. Y'all going to see all this good Shopify. All this good old Shopify. I think this is it right here. The live. And I don't even pay attention to the comments on YouTube right now. So YouTube, y'all get to sit in, but what do they call it when you audit a course? Y'all get to audit the course. All right. So yeah, I love this opportunity to teach this right now. So you see all those checkerboards. Usually they're trying to trick you into thinking that they're PNGs. The way that you find out for sure is show me which one of these that you're thinking of, because you typed in the term PNG. So you would think all of these would be PNG, but that would.
This one here, it looks like the infinity sign.
Okay, so let's right click on, where did my Zoom controls go? Because I want to draw on your screen.
Okay. And excuse me, Shannon, can you make sure you record?
Yes, absolutely. There we go. Record to the cloud. Got it. Okay, so I'm gonna go to annotate, grab my marcadora. Here we go. All right, so we're going to open the image. Well, first we're going to open the link in a new tab.
Okay. Because
usually it's just the thumbnail image. And let's go to that link real quick. And I'm going to suspect that it's not a PNG, but we'll see. If you right click on this and then go to open image in new tab, not open link. So this time we're going to go to open image in new tab right here. Okay, now when you go to that tab, if it still has checker behind it.
Oh,
this actually maybe, because that looks like this is it right here. So let's, if we can see if you can just right click on it up here. Don't hit download. No, don't hit nothing.
I just closed that.
I know that's all like spammy stuff. So yeah, I got y'all nervous over there. See if you can right click on just the image. And then open image in a new tab. You're trying to get just the image. And this is a way that they kind of trick you into getting your information and all that stuff. So see if you can get just that image. And if you cannot, then it's not worth it. Okay, it looks like you can get this one. Now you can right click and you can save image as. Doesn't that seem like a lot of work? Save image as. But this is how you ensure that you actually get a clean PNG. A lot of times you'll still see the checkerboard behind there, or they'll try to trap you into giving your email and selling your soul for a PNG, and it's not worth it. So where are you putting everything right now? Your downloads?
Yeah, it's going
to desktop.
It goes directly to my downloads.
Okay, so go ahead and hit save there. And for just for today, we're not going to type anything up. We're not going to change the colors of it. We're just going to use it as is. However, once we're done with this exercise today, we're not posting this stuff until tomorrow. So for my late birds, or for the ones that maybe just joined the challenge and you were just so excited, you didn't care what you put on there, you just want to do it. I am here for you, and I want you to take some time tonight or even tomorrow if you have time during the daytime and clean up the logo so that it is something that represents you. So that when you post this tomorrow, you could have an up and running Shopify store tomorrow. Y'all hear me? Like it'll be done tomorrow. If you just go ahead and make sure that you follow those steps. Now, if you don't have the logo or, the presentation that you want, then it's just going to be a placeholder type of image until you get to it. And then guess what? It's going to be another one of those situations where I'll do it next week. And it'll keep going on. So my point in this whole challenge, that's why just so y'all know, all of this material disappears on Sunday. I'm not keeping up any of these videos. I'm not keeping up any of these files. It disappears. That's the point of a challenge. You're supposed to do it right then and there, right? So I want y'all to take advantage of this time that you have with me and the work that we're going to do together, okay? All right. So you got your image there, so you're good to go. Did everyone else go ahead and grab them a PNG that was a 2? Phyllis, Let me know how you're doing, Rashid. Let me know how you're doing, love. If you got your image, go ahead and give me a 1. If you were previously a 2, if you still need help, give me another 2. Okay, Phyllis is a 1 now. Good deal, Phyllis. Yeah. Rashid, let me know if you have your image. If you need help, then I want you to just share your screen so I can get you caught up. All right, Isabel. Thank you, love.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Yeah, I knew y'all wanted to get straight to the Photoshop tonight, because when I asked y'all how y'all feel in one word, y'all ain't have time for nothing dreary today. Look, let me go back. Let me see. I ain't get no tireds. I ain't get no. See, that's how you know your mind controls your mood. Listen, y'all want to get straight to work tonight. I ain't mad at you. Okay, so Rashid, you're good. Perfect. Ashanti, go ahead and share your screen. If you think that your logo is not a PNG, meaning you don't think it has a clean background, let me know if I need to check it real quick. And I don't know if you check logos, but let's see. Okay, let's see. Now, one thing we can do to check, it looks like it is, but sometimes it can be confusing with the checkerboard. I'm gonna draw on your screen. So what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and let's see, what are we going to do? Let's right click on this one right here. The icons are a little small for me. Let me see, or click on it, not right click. And we're going to go to solid color. We're going to create a solid color layer. Okay, and that's fine. It's purple. Just hit OK. Now I want you to drag that layer underneath your layer 1. So just pick that layer up and drag it underneath. Let it go. Drop it like it's hot. Okay, that's how you know it is good. Now you have a little bit of white right inside of here, but I think you should leave it alone and just let it fly. No, I don't. I'm lying. Let me fix it real quick. Y'all know I can't halfway do anything. So let's do this. Let's Control ++ so we can zoom in a little bit. So hold down Control, do ++. If you're on a Mac, it's Command ++. Okay, so we're zooming into this little area a little bit. Now, it's not officially like cleaned up everywhere else either, but we can do something about this. Let's grab the magic wand tool, and how you're going to find it is there's a tiny little arrow down there. You're going to hold down and you're going to grab the magic wand tool. So right now it's on quick selection. You see magic wand? There you go. And feel free to unmute your mic, love, because I don't know if you are talking to me, or I don't want you to think I'm rude and just talking over you. Okay. So
I forgot it was muted.
Oh, okay. All right. So we have it on contiguous. That's where we want it. Contiguous means the parts that are actually touching. Now make sure that you're on layer 1 right now. You're on layer 1. Cool. And we're going to tap right inside of this white right here. Okay, and contiguous means everything that's touching. So the white t-shirt above and the white that's in the spirit up, that's not going to be affected. Now, since we've already, usually I tell you non-destructive ways of hiding and revealing parts of your art. Since it's already destructive, like it's already removed white everywhere else, just hit delete on your keyboard and it's going to delete those white pixels there. So at least it, looks like the rest of it. You're good? All right, so now all you need to do is click on this color fill layer here. You're going to delete that layer by just clicking on the layer, hitting delete on your keyboard, or you can delete layer like that too. Look at you right clicking, showing off. There you go. Perfect. So now I want you to just make sure that you save that, because we did clean it up a little bit. And let me get my marker off your screen. And that's it. Your logo's good to go. So y'all ready to get started? Let me see in the chat. Let me see some excitement, some flames, some flowers. Let me see something. I need y'all to motivate me today. Can y'all motivate me today? Oh, look, Shakita says yes. Come on, y'all, come on. Look, I get flowers. I just get one flower. Okay, I get some fire. I get a crazy face. Yes, Rashonda. Latrice, yes, I can check your logo. Go ahead and share it on the screen. This is the last logo I'm going to check because we're going to get ready. Okay. Oh, I get kisses. I get roses. I get hibiscus flowers. Yes, I get a bouquet. All right. Y'all got me. Y'all got me. Starry eyes, flaming hearts. Y'all know how to make me feel good. All right, so who was it that needed me to look at their logo? Latrice, can you share your screen for me, love? And how many people do we have? We have almost 50 people in here right now. Woo! That's a lot of photoshopping, y'all. We're gonna get it done though. And I promise you, it will not be nearly as bad as you think. All right, well, I don't see a screen share, my love. So we're gonna go ahead and move on. Whoever wants to share their screen first, give me a 5. Never mind, Latrice shared it. She said, y'all, we was about to take her turn. Latrice, can you unmute your mic for me, love?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, hey. Uh-oh, we got a little echo. It might be if either 2 devices. Let me see if I still hear
Yes.
echo. Can you mute one of the devices for me?
Okay.
And then let's see, where's your logo? All right, okay, perfect. So this is a good example too. Like I said, we're all in this together, and I think this is going to help somebody else too that might be quiet right now. All right, so what we're going to do is let me turn my marker on. This is click on this background right here just to make sure that it doesn't have a background. And I think it does because I see a square highlighted. So I just want you to, I believe you can just right click on this element. Can you right click on it? And we're just going to delete it. Then we should be left with this stuff, which should be your good old PNG. So this is how we're going to export it as a PNG. Let's go to share. Hold on just a second. Let's make sure, because I still see something highlighted back here. Click on that again. Let's right click on the back, just the background though. Right click. Okay. Maybe that's just a placeholder. It's cool. It's cool. Let's go ahead and hit share. Right here at the top right corner. Do you see it? That's it. And let's see, let's scroll down here. There should be an option to download. Let's scroll down a little bit. All right, let's open up the download. Okay, we definitely need it on PNG. We need to change the size, scale it up so it'll be large. Okay, so PNG is fine. You had it on PNG already, so that's perfect. PNG is right there. You got it. Okay, now I just need you to crank up here. We have a few settings we need to change. Let's crank up the size. Crank it all the way up. Keep going all the way up. Just go ahead and push that all the way to the right. There you go. That way it's going to be as big as you can get it off of Canva. It's going to be as big as you can use it in any graphic capacity. All right, we want to check off where it says transparent background. Okay, and now we'll hit download. Because otherwise, I'm glad you asked to check, because otherwise it would have had a white square around it. Okay, wherever it saved it, it says if your download hasn't started, it should have saved it like in your downloads folder. So let's go ahead and just open up your Photoshop full screen for me. All right. And let's just go to File, Open, and then that way I can check to see if it did. It should have saved it as a PNG, but let's just check it while we're here. Go ahead and go to your, where did it go? To your downloads? No. Oh, that's your documents downloads. Do you know where it saved it or where it would save it?
It maybe went to quick access.
Okay. Well, you know better than me where it would have saved to. Like wherever, anytime you save something, download something on the computer, where does it go? There you go. Try that one. Try that downloads folder. Okay, that's it right there, right? Let's choose that and let's hit open just to check it out. That's it. You got it. So now you can close it out because we're not going to use it just yet, but now you know where it is. You're going to know exactly what to do. And if you will, do you have your files already unzipped and ready to go?
Yes.
All right, awesome. So let's go ahead and close out this one. And we will open up the mockup file. I believe it starts with B001. All right, now everyone, we are doing this all together. And at this point, y'all, let's go ahead and turn off the cameras because the cameras will slow down your computer doing Photoshop cameras plus Zoom. It eats up a lot of your computing power. So although I love to see y'all's faces, we'll go ahead and shut them off so that you get best use out of your computers. All right, so do you know where your files for tonight are, love? Are they in the downloads folder? And it should be, my goal is anytime I'm working on the file, I go ahead and put it on my desktop just so that I know exactly where it is. And then I move it off of the desktop later. That I know that's not the best model, but anytime I'm looking for something, I know where it is, at least during a live session.
Okay. I can't find it. You can go ahead.
You can't find your file?
Mm-mm.
Where the one that you just had was in your downloads, correct?
Yes.
So that is a different folder. So this, it says documents downloads. It's a different, you went before to this PC, open up to this PC. Open up this PC. And then go to downloads here. So there's a downloads folder inside of your documents folder, and that's what's confusing. So it's called the same thing, but it's two different locations. Go ahead and hit open. Okay. And whatever it is, did you download it from the Innate Academy website today?
Yes.
Oh, you just don't know where it went? Okay, well, I'm gonna stop your screen share so you can look for it. So more than likely, if you just have to, just re-download it. I don't think it's that large of a file. Just re-download it, and then that way you can catch up with us, okay?
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. All right. So let's see, let's get a volunteer. Oh, we got 51 in the room now. Y'all are in here. Give me a 5 if you want to share your screen right now. We'll get started on your screen. Okay, Janetta, go ahead and share your screen for me, love. All right. And also, you may unmute your mic. You may speaketh. How are you doing tonight?
I'm great, thank you.
Great, I love that. Great. Okay, so let's get into this. This is a very, very simple version of class number 122. 122, you can change out the Converses for Jordans and high heels and some Air Max 95s, and you can change the colors. You can change the jeans. You can, it even has more options to change the colors of the shirts, but this is a simplified version of it because I don't want y'all to get too overwhelmed, okay? So some basic layers here. We're gonna turn off, so I want everybody to do this. So if you have, your screen looks like Janetta's right now, I need you to give me a 1. If your screen looks like Janetta's right now, give me a 1. So I know we're on the same page. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna turn my marker on. And the first thing we're gonna do is just turn off this graphic right here. We'll turn the eyeball off right there. That is template number 124. And then we're going to turn the eyeball off right here for this gradient. And we will turn the eyeball on for the color right there. All right, so this is just giving us an idea of how simple this is going to be to make a few different mock-ups. We're only going to make 3 mock-ups, okay? 3 mock-ups. All right, actually, I might, how many did we make last time? 6? Yeah, we're just going to make 3. We're going to make 3 because it's going to have the same image on it. All right, so if your screen looks like Janetta's right now, go ahead and give me a 3. Give me a 3 if you need some help, because I'm not gonna go a few steps. Every little step we take, I'm gonna be there. Okay. Every little step you take, I will be. All right. Okay. 3s. Now, if you need some help, give me a 4 so I can be there and I can sing some more. Isabel, you need my help? I got you, love. Go ahead and share your screen. Beautiful job, Janetta. I want everyone right now to go ahead and do the save dance. Just file save. Just go ahead and save it. If you're going to save over the original version, it's fine. All you have to do is extract the zip file if you want this without any kind of edits to it, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and make your window full screen for me, please. Perfect. Your screen looks like just like Janetta's. Isabel, you just wanted some attention. You just wanted me to sing to you. Oh, you're missing. I see what you're saying. Your windows, your layers and everything isn't in the same place. Go ahead and unmute your mic for me, love. I'm gonna help you get that set up. Okay. And I don't hear you. Okay, there goes. I think I hear something now.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this full screen, and then I'm going to help you set up this workspace real quick, just so it looks the same.
Okay.
A lot of times it'll be frustrating if it doesn't look the same that we're seeing on the screen. So let's take the layers right here. You're going to drag that tab right behind history.
Wait, let me see. This, I'm so sorry.
Okay, let me clear it. Okay, you see the tab layers right here?
Uh-huh.
You're going to pick that tab up and you're going to drag it up here to history. And wait, you want to drag it in the same box, like it'll light up a blue box around it.
Okay.
So drag it right there by history again, and you'll see. Come on, bring it on down. You got it. Bring it on down by history.
Uh-huh.
Right on top of history. There you go. Let it go. Perfect. Okay, now you want to bring layers in front of history. Now that it's in the same section, you always want your layers first because they are going to be your most used tab. Okay, now what you can do is bring history behind layers because it looks like history likes to be a little difficult sometimes. Okay, and then the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to look for your swatches. So let's take the swatches here and let's drag it down. Well, no, I'm sorry. Hold on just a second. My Zoom is in the way. Take your swatches and drag it where properties are.
Okay.
So swatches to properties. Just right next to properties and let it go. You got it. That's it. And then we don't need the path, so you can right click on this tab and hit close. And then you can right click on channels and hit close. There we go. We're in there. We're in there. You ready to roll?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's see. So you're all caught up. I think
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Cotinia, am I saying that right? If I'm not, Cotinia?
Yes, Cotinia.
Cotinia. Okay, all right. Go ahead and share your screen for me, love.
Okay.
And everybody save your work. Make sure you're doing the save dance. We do the save dance every little step. And continue, let me know when it's saying that your screen is sharing. You should see a green share screen button, and then you have to confirm it, usually with the blue button after that.
Okay, is it working?
I don't see it showing just yet. There's another button you have to hit to confirm the screen share.
Okay, open system preference.
Yep. Oh, you're on a Mac. So yeah, system preference, you're going to have to unlock a little lock. Then you're going to have to give Zoom permission to share your screen. Then you're going to have to lock the little, it looks like a padlock. You're going to have to lock it back, and then you should be able to share your screen.
Okay, it's unlocked.
Okay, so unlocked, and then did you give Zoom permission to have access to screen share?
Quit and reopen?
No, so did you already give Zoom permission?
Yes.
Okay, so then you close it after that. So you close the lock after that.
Oh, I have to close the lock. Okay.
You got to close it back.
Okay, close the lock back.
All right.
There we go.
All right, so it looks like some of your screen is cut off. Oh, there it goes. Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to help you out here. Okay. Do control 0.
Control 0.
It's going to allow, or yours is a Mac, so it's going to be Command 0. So hold down Command and hit 0.
Did something happen?
No, it didn't, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and let's make sure that we're on the move tool up here. because I think the other thing is you're on the selection tool. And if you hold down Control and then also hit the plus on the keyboard, does it allow you to zoom in? Control plus plus?
Control.
Or it will be Command plus plus on a Mac. So hold down Command and hit the plus symbol. I'm trying to get you to zoom in. There we go. Perfect.
Oh,
Okay, great. Yeah, but that's how it should do. Usually Command 0 is going to zoom you to the extent of the artboard. Okay. All right, so this is good. This is perfect. Let's go ahead, and if we didn't know what was on here, we would usually right click, but we can tell clearly that this is the artwork. So let's go ahead and turn that eyeball off.
Okay.
Okay, and let's turn off the eyeball for that gradient there. And we're going to turn on the eyeball for the color right here. You can't see the eyeball, but that's where the eyeball would be. Boom, that's your visibility tool.
Oh.
Okay. So that's it. So everyone should be caught up to this step, and just stay with me right here, and we're going to move on to the next step on your screen. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. So we are, let's do a little check. If you need any help right now, give me a 2. Give me a 2, because we all should be at this phase right now. And here's the other thing, make sure that you're following along with us, even though somebody else may be receiving help. If you ever feel like you need help too, at least try to follow along while someone else is getting help, because more than likely, it's going to help you too. All right, so we're all good. Let's go to File and then Place Embedded. And everybody will do this right now. We're getting ready to put our logo in there. So we're going to go to File and then Place Embedded. All right, and you're going to look for your logo. If you can't see your logo, then you may want to turn on like your thumbnails. And usually the instructions for homework is to put your files, whatever your files are, on your desktop where where all your files are going to be. So usually you'll have like a folder just for, let's say we were doing class number 182. You would have a folder called 182, put everything in there, and then that way when you're done, you can put it on your external hard drive or move it to wherever else you want to do.
Oh, it's not in there.
Did you save it as the word logo or anything like that?
I saved it as logo, but it was on my download drive
Your download?
Yeah, it's not here. It was here. It's in here. I'm learning how to use a Mac.
Yeah, you better than me. Let's see, because I was going to say you could also sort things by the latest date if it was something that you just downloaded. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see the tab over here on the side, so I have to go here.
Okay. You have, if you have it in your Finder folder, like your Finder or your Explorer folder, for those of you who are PC, you can drag the image straight from your folder and drop it onto the artboard of Photoshop.
Oh, okay.
If you just happen to have it open, like the file folder open, then you can drag it from the folder to the document. But otherwise, I want you to do File, Place, Embedded, and find that one.
Excuse me, Shannon.
Yes.
Nancy. She needs help looking for it. I'm a Mac user also. So if she scroll where she said that she cannot find the download folder,
Okay.
it goes into where it has her listings all the way to the top. It says favorites. And if she scrolls a little bit over, it will say hide or show.
Okay.
So, and she can see others.
Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to File and Place Embedded. Thank you, Nancy. And we might need you to call those steps out again, but File, Place Embedded.
I'm here.
Just like you did before. So, okay, because we didn't see that. She said go to favorites.
Oh, there it is.
Look at that. And is that the logo?
I think so. Yep, that's it.
Okay, all right. So it's not a PNG, but we're gonna work with it. Okay.
Okay. It said PNG. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what it is it has a background layer on it. Let's go ahead and let's do this. Let's make it the size that you want to make it on the shirt.
Okay.
Okay. And then I want you to hit enter to lock in the transformation.
Enter.
Yep, you're just gonna hit enter on your keyboard. Cool. Just real quick, we're gonna double click on this smart object and bust that smart object open. So we're gonna double click on the thumbnail. There you go, perfect. So yeah, it does look like it has some stuff there. Let's go with we're gonna get that magic wand tool. So right here, you see that? We're going to hold down on it until we see the magic wand tool. Magic wand, you got it. Perfect. Now this time we're not going to do contiguous. Contiguous means the color that is touching itself, but we want that color wherever it is. So let's uncheck contiguous. Okay.
Okay, right here.
Yep,
Okay.
uncheck contiguous. And then we're going to click on the background here. Okay, so it has selected everywhere that background color is, and it looks like it's also selected a thin part here. So let's do a Control D to deselect. So, or in your case, it'd be Command D to deselect. We're going to take this tolerance down. Instead of 32, let's take the tolerance down to 15. The tolerance is too high and it's kind of confusing that gold with the beige there. So let's take it down to like 15. Okay, let's try this again. Let's select the beige area.
Select the beige area.
Okay, it got a little bit better, but I can't really, I think it did keep a little bit of that. So let's select the inverse. So we're going to go up to the top menu. I can't see your top menu options, but there should be a select up there. Select. And then I want you to, once you click the select menu, it's all, wait, I think you deselected. Go to, there you go. So let's go to select and let's do inverse. Inverse is right here. Okay. And then we're going to create a clipping mask so that hopefully it masks the background out. So down here at the bottom, that rectangle with the square, the rectangle with the circle inside, that's your mask. Click on that for me. Okay, that cleaned up your background. Hopefully that did the trick. Sometimes you'll have some little artifacts hanging out, but we're just going to pretend like this is good to go, okay?
Okay.
All right, so now we can close out of this. It's going to ask you, do you want to save changes? And say yes. So save.
Okay.
Okay, so now that's more believable, right? Okay, so so now everyone's image should be a PNG on the shirt. If you want to place it, let's say you want to move it up just a little bit, then grab your move tool. And then we're just going to bring it up a little bit. And also the image tends to be underneath the color. We're going to drag the image on top of the color. And just let it go. There you go. All right. Perfect.
Did I do it?
Yep, that's it. You got it. Okay, so now everyone should be where we are right now. If you're where we are, go ahead and give me a 1. Give me a 1. All right, Ebony. All right, Ashanti. Woo. Davina, DeMarcus. I see everybody moving. Y'all ready. Okay. Phyllis, Teresa, Iris, Shakita. All right, let's go. So the next thing I want you to do is I want you to get a little bit closer to your image. So let's go to Control plus a couple times or Command plus if you're on the Mac. And you're going to zoom in and we're going to pick 2 colors from your logo. Only 2 colors from your logo. All right. All right, so here we go. We're going to grab the color picker tool, which is also called the eyedropper, right here. Perfect. Go ahead and click on it. Eyedropper tool. And what do you think your main color is going to be, the gold or the teal color? And it really doesn't matter because you can decide this later. Go ahead and click on the color. If you hold the mouse button down on the color, yep, it will select whatever pixel you're touching at the moment. So that looks good right there for your gold. And go ahead and let it go. And you'll notice that it saved that color right here in the foreground swatch. So if you have your color in your foreground swatch, give me a 3. Give me a 3. If you need some help, give me a 4. Before we move forward, I want to make sure we're all on the same page. All right, all threes, we're ready. Okay. It's all right, Tempest. If you have to go back and watch this video, I'm gonna have this this video on replay, okay? Paula, looks like Paula needs some help. Paula, go ahead and share your screen. All right, love. And I'm gonna go ahead and close out of this one. You're good to go. Paula, go ahead and share your screen for me. Oh, you're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. All right, let's see your Photoshop, love. Now, whenever here's another thing. Some of you, this may be your very, very, very first time touching Photoshop. Hey, let me back up a little bit. If you've never used Photoshop before, can you give me a 0? Like if you have 0 experience in Photoshop, can you give me a 0? Oh, okay. Well, I tell you what, Cousin, you did your thing. This is your first time ever touching Photoshop. You got this. Okay. So I do not mind helping you. I got you. But just don't be embarrassed and stay up with us. If you ever need help, just let me know in the chat and then I'll call on you to share your screen. Okay. But this looks good. This looks good, Paula. So what do you need help with, love? Because it looks like you're on point. And you can go ahead and unmute your mic. Paula, can you hear me? All right. Well, I don't know. Maybe I did push for you to unmute your mic, but you might not be able to do it. So we are good and ready to move on to the next phase. Did you need help picking your color? Was that what it was? You could put in the chat if you need help and your microphone's not working. You could just chat it to me. All right, so Ashanti, can you share your screen with me, love, so we can go to the next step? Awesome, awesome. All right, so I see you picked your yellow and your gold, but let's pretend like you didn't pick, well, you have your foreground color. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it all together. So your foreground color right now is the yellow. Let me turn on my marker here. Right, I want everyone to double click on that foreground swatch. Just double click on that. Okay, and you should see there's an option to add to swatches right here. I want you to hit add to swatches. See it right here? Add to swatches.
Okay.
Okay. And then you're just going to put the number 1 and then make sure this check mark is turned off. So just put only the number 1, just type a 1 there and it'll type over everything. Perfect. Okay, then you're going to hit okay. And notice it popped up down here. Now, before you close out of this, I want you to go, wait just a moment. Let's go ahead and pick your second color from your graphic. So if you want your blue, go ahead and pick your blue. Pick the blue from the graphic. That's it. And when you get the one that you want, hit add to swatches. Go ahead and put the number 2 and turn off that check mark. There you go. And then hit okay. So now everyone should have 2 swatches either down here or they will also appear to the top up here. If you got your 2 swatches and you're ready to go, give me a 1. If you need some help, give me a 2. And then everybody make sure that you go ahead and save. Do the save dance. File, save, control S on the PC, command S on the Mac. All right, no 2s. We're ready to roll. Okay. Well, all right. Oh, and let's see, DeMarcus, go ahead and share your screen for me, love. You don't have to stop sharing your screen. Like if everybody's good and caught up, you can keep your screen on. And then if someone needs help, then I will, I'll ask you to, I'll close down your screen and ask someone to share theirs. And if you have trouble sharing your screen, it's fine, I understand. I just want to make sure that we're all together. It's okay, Ashanti. I don't mind you closing your screen share so that you can save, baby. I want you to save. That is more important than sharing the screen for everybody else. All right. So, oh, I love this logo, DeMarcus. This looks good.
Thank you.
Oh, you are welcome. All right. So you ready for next up? You got your swatches saved there. Perfect. So what we're going to do now is we are going to, and DeMarcus, can you, or are you like on a TV or something where it's making the image real small? Now, I can.
I'm on an ultra wide. I can adjust my resolution.
No, you don't do that, DeMarcus. It's okay. I know Photoshop so well that I could probably guess where I'm clicking and it'll do. Okay, so it looks like you know Photoshop too, so that's good. All right, let's do this. Let's do click. Well, actually just select this layer where the color is. You don't even have to click on the swatch. You can just select this layer in general, anywhere on this layer. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to change that color to one of your colors that you just created. So was it the blue and the gray there?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and choose one of those colors. Boom, that's the color of your shirt now. So basically this is a mock-up. Now, if you needed to change the color, you can actually double click on this color. Let's say you like, oh, that's too much saturation. I want to bring it down a little bit, or I want it to be a little more subdued. You can double click on this swatch and you can change the color. So the color is not exact and stuck and static. Like you can actually change it around if you want to. If the color is what you want it to be, then I want you to go ahead and go to File and Save a Copy. So, you know, you'll have a Save As, and then you'll have a Save a Copy. I want everybody to do Save a Copy. This is annoying, I know. Go ahead and put Save on your computer. And then make sure that it's wherever your files are right now. If it's on your desktop, I want you to... You're going to end up making a folder. So in your Shopify challenge folder, you're going to make a folder and you're going to call it mockup, MOCKUP. Okay, so we're going to put all of our mockups in one folder. Then we're going to put all of our banner images in a different folder when we get to that template. All right, so you got your mockup there. Go ahead and hit save. Oh, I lied. My apologies. Go to cancel there. We're supposed to save it as a PNG. So File, Save a Copy, change the file type to PNG. If you don't, then you're going to be saving a big old Photoshop file and Shopify will not let you post it. So yep, mockup. And then, yep, you change the format to PNG and hit save there. All right, and large file is fine. We're going to hit OK. And then you're going to do the same thing with your secondary color. So secondary color, if you want to go ahead and select that, it'll change the shirt color. There you go. And then we'll do File, Save a Copy, and we'll save it as a PNG yet again. That will be your version number 2. And then for the version number 3, unless you have white in your design, you should be able to just turn off the color in general. So go ahead and you can continue saving that one. And then finally, we're just going to turn the eyeball off for the color. You got it?
It's white.
Oh, so yours is white. Just pick a different color then. Perfect. And then you can go to File, Save a Copy, and that will be your third mockup. So we're only doing 3 mockups. Okay? Because we want to make sure we have enough time to get through this, plus designing all the elements of the banners. Now, when you're doing your Save a Copy, it shouldn't be asking you to save over. If it does ask you to save over it, what I do, and I should have told y'all to do this, is just put shirt and then the color name, which might be yellow or blue or white. So then that way you have a short file name and a variation. There you go. All right, so you are good to go. And let's go ahead and save your work. So we'll do File, Save. Everybody do the save dance. And Phyllis, yes.
If some people are on Macs and they have the Photoshop 2022, they can't save as, they have to export as a PNG.
No, you can do save as a copy. That's what there's a difference between save as and save as a copy. If you do save as a copy, it will actually save it as it will give you the option to save as a PNG, but only when you do save as a copy.
Okay, let me try that.
Okay. Do you need to share your screen so I can see?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. All right. Good deal. DeMarcus, thank you for volunteering your screen. I appreciate it. And Cotinia, make sure I say it right again. You'll be sharing next. Give me just a moment, love. Okay, so we do file, and then there's an option instead of save as, it says save a copy. And then go to save on your computer, change the file type, the format from Photoshop down there, change it to PNG. And PNG down there. When you export a PNG in Photoshop, more than likely it's going to change your pixels and your dimensions. So it becomes a bigger image than you want it to be. So when you do save a copy, it preserves, like if you wanted it 500 by 500 pixels, it'll be 500 by 500 pixels. If you export it as a PNG, it'll be 1,000 by 1,000 pixels, but instead of 150 DPI, it'll go to 72 DPI, which essentially is the same type of quality, but it's not the same dimensions, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does make sense.
Okay, cool. You got, mock-up as your PNG, and yeah, you could save it as like shirt and then the color name. So then that way, when you're creating your variations, we're going to be seeing the variations as we're creating the listings. But if I could give you best naming practices, I would name it like whatever the shirt design is, and then put the last thing you would do is put the color. So you would have logo shirt black, logo shirt blue, logo shirt gold. Then that way your color variation is the very last word. So they'll all of those logo shirts will be grouped together if you sort them by name. All right, good deal. And I see you got the rest, so you are good to go, Ashanti. Good job, love. Keep it up.
Thank you.
And that looks good. I love the name, Spirit Up. Love it. All right, so is it I had it right the first time. I'm finna make something up. Continia. Did I get it right or wrong? Go ahead and unmute your mic so you can correct me. So I stop.
It's Cotinia. It's Cotinia.
Cotinia. So I had it the first time. I'm just sitting here making stuff up now. So Cotinia. Okay. Cotinia. I'm using my spirit fingers now to remember your name. Okay. All right, love. So what we're going to do is we are going to, first I'm going to get my marker, and you're going to click on this layer where it says color fill 2. You're just going to click somewhere on the layer. You see my pink marker? Perfect. Okay. Now, in order to change that color, you just need to see your swatches. So come over here to your swatches tab. It's kind of hidden over here. There you go. Okay. And you see, did you selected these colors earlier, right?
Yes.
So you have like that teal color and the gold color. Go ahead and change. You could change it to one of those colors. It's fine. Now with this one, you might want to go with like a black and a white. There you go, like a black and a white, just so that you can see your image.
Oh, yes.
So maybe black, white, and even if you chose a gold, remember I told you can change a variation of the color. So let's say you go with that teal color. Let me show you how you can do a variation of it. Double click right here, because you can't really see it, the image on there now, but maybe you want to do a tone on tone. So if you want to do a lighter version of it, you might come here. If you want to do a darker version of that same color, you might come down here. Ooh, nice. Look, we both like that. Okay, so if you like that colorway, go ahead and hit OK there. And what you're going to do, you're going to go to File, Save a Copy. All right, and then go ahead. You can save it as shirt / maybe dark teal or something, so you'll know the color of the shirt. Now, the file type we want to save this as is not going to be Photoshop. You're going to save it as a PNG. PNG right there. Perfect. And now where it's saving, it says it's saving it to your iCloud documents. You should be saving it. It's okay. Well, go ahead and hit cancel, because you do want it to be in the same folder. So let's go back. It looks like it was choosing a folder for you. Save a copy. Look, you're memorizing the steps already. I'm going to let you go ahead and do that part.
Okay, so this is the part. Said desktop.
So if you have it on your desktop, then go ahead and make a folder. So I think you on the Mac, you can do that drop down right there and tell it what the folder name is going to be. Is that how it works? Do that drop down for me. Desktop.
Okay, it's right here. And then it's
Look at you all organized. I love it. Okay, so in your Shopify folder, go ahead and right click. You're going to make, or however you make a new folder in the Mac.
I have my
You guys got your markup folder. Go ahead.
no.
Yeah.
Is so I'm not sure if it's going in there. Let's see. That mean it's going in there?
Oh, you know, we over here both blind leading the blind on these Macs. Go ahead and hit okay. We're gonna figure it out. At the least,
Okay.
we'll just be in
Doing
that.
it right. She's doing it right.
Thank
Okay.
you. Who is that? Nancy that's helping me with this Mac. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Nancy. We appreciate it, love. Okay, so now you want to go ahead and change it to your other color so that you can save that. So just switch it real quick to your white, then file, save a copy. And same old thing, same old thing. If your white is not showing true white, Linda, go ahead and share your screen with me and I can tell you why that is happening. If you want it to be stark, clean white, then more than likely you're not going to get your shadow. So it kind of has to be a little bit of shadow there to make it look like it has texture. Otherwise, it looks like a flat shape and not a shirt. So, I'm seeing your screen there. You want to show me what the white looks like so I can help you out? Now, what you could do too is you can write or just turn off the colors and let me see what the white looks like. Turn off the colors here. Let's see. There's something down here. Let me turn my my marker on. Scroll down a little bit. And I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and let's just make a white. Let's take that, let's right click and we can duplicate that yellow layer. Let's make a white layer. Scroll up a little bit. Yep, you see that yellow layer? Scroll up a little bit. Scroll up. Okay, and then let's right click on this yellow layer and then we'll just duplicate that layer.
Here.
Right click somewhere on the layer. Duplicate the layer. There you go. And hit okay. And then let's turn that layer on, turn the eyeball on. And then go ahead and click on this color and make it white. So double click on it and make it white. Okay, so right now it's on the normal blend mode. If you want to brighten it up, you're going to have to play with the levels. So in that case, let's go here to this layer adjustment here. And let's choose levels. There you go. And what you can do is you can play with the midtones there, make it go up or down so that you get a brighter white to your liking. And then you also may end up having to change the shadows or the highlights there. You can change the highlight too. Go ahead and put that highlight.
All right, thank you. I'll work on that. Thank you.
Yeah, but yeah, anytime something looks like or sometimes things are washed out and they look really black and you don't see any of the folds in the shirt, you can play with the levels, which is basically playing with the highlight, the mid-tone, and the shadows in order to get a little more of the texture of that fabric. So yep, you should be good to go. And if you want to go ahead and export that one, you are, or not export, we were doing file, save a copy for that one. All right, figured it out. Awesome. All right, so now that we have those three saved, if you have all three, I want you to give me a 3. Give me a 3. If you have all 3 of your PNGs saved, give me a 3. And then Linda, if you want to hold on, if you have all 3 of yours saved, then we can work on your computer next because I think we have all 3s. Anyone that doesn't have your 3 and you need some help right now, go ahead and give me a 4 in the chat and I'll make sure that I catch you up. Okay. Well, Isabel, just go ahead and change one of those colors and get your third one. So we can go ahead and have that ready. Everyone else, make sure that you open up the Shopify template now. So we are done with our mockups. We can close that out, and everyone make sure that you save all your hard work. And then we're going to start working on the Shopify Minimal Modern 2 file. All right, awesome. So if your screen looks like Linda's screen right now, go ahead and give me a 1. Let's go, let's go. All right, Sonia, it's okay. We're going to go ahead and get started on the next step, and I will catch you up while your Photoshop is saving if we need to, but I think you got this. I think you got this. All right, so I want everyone to make sure that you're on the Move tool. In Photoshop, that is the default tool that you want to be on. If you happen to be on some other tool, you won't get the same menu options when we're clicking on stuff, okay? So everyone make sure you're on the Move tool. All right. Let's move on. I'm going to clear my drawings off the screen, and we're going to start with changing out the logo. So I want everyone to right click on this logo, the L Brain logo. That's the Innate Lab logo, but I want you to click, you have to click on the, no, not that. Well, you don't have to go back, but just right click on the actual logo. You have to be touching the part of the image and not the outside, because it is a PNG, meaning it has transparent pixels around it. So when you right click, I want you to right click on the word logo, and it will pop up over here in your layers panel. Okay, hold on just a moment, Okay, so if you have it highlighted over here on the side, I need you to give me a 3. Give me a 3. Okay. Now this is a smart object. Okay. So some of you know about smart objects. Some of you may not and not be familiar. So I'm going to treat this like everybody's new. Okay. A smart object is an object that's going to be a placeholder, and anywhere that you put that placeholder is going to hold the information for whatever that that parent graphic is. So how we get to that smart object is we're going to double click on the thumbnail here. You don't have to try to get that tiny little corner. Just double click on the thumbnail. Linda, if you will, double click on the thumbnail. Okay. And then what you're going to do here is go File, Place Embedded. File, Place Embedded. And we're going to place the logo that you have. Okay, perfect. And what you can do is you can turn the eyeball off for the other logo. Looks good. And just make sure that you don't, now when you place it, you're probably not going to have anything hanging off. Make sure nothing is hanging off of the edges, otherwise it will get cut off. So if you need help resizing, let me know. No, you don't want to crop anything. Go ahead and do undo. You're fine. You're gonna, if you want to resize it, then you can do Control T, or you can check this box right here that says Show Transform Controls, and then you can resize it. But just be careful to not have any of your graphic hanging off. But this, you probably want to make it as big as you can make it, because that's going to be the maximum space that you have there. Okay, and once you get it where you want it, go ahead and hit enter and lock in your transformation. All right, and then you're going to save it and close out of this tab, and it will update everywhere else in the template. So let's save it. Let's close that tab when it's done. And let's see it update. Now I need you to do Control-0 to zoom out. Excuse me. So you should notice everywhere that it had the L brain, now you see your logo. If that happened for you, give me a 100. If that did not happen for you, just give me a little old 1. All right, Isabel, go ahead and share your screen for me. And then everyone go ahead and save, do the save dance. All right, so Isabel, we are on a different file, love. So is this is where you are right now?
Yes, that actually, the one that you just got off of, I didn't download that. And I was trying to look for it to download it. So I'm a little behind.
Okay, so that file, it was in the same zip folder.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that one's called Shopify Minimal. That one right there.
Okay.
There you go. All right, let's see. Anyone else have issues?
Yes, can you just repeat the instructions on how to put the logo in there while we're waiting?
Yep, I got you. Well, it's going to be easier to do the demonstration. It's going to be a little harder to explain it. Give me just a moment. We'll see this file pulls up. We should be able to do that. And whoever needs to do that part, if y'all just follow along with it, we should be able to get caught up because I think it's just a couple more that need help. Okay, so in order to do this, I need you to put your screen on full screen for me. Perfect. We're going to do Control-0 so we can zoom into the extent of the artboard. Control-0 on a PC, Command-0 on a Mac. All right, we're on the Move tool. We're going to right-click on the logo here. And we're going to go to the word logo. Okay, you should see it open up in your Layers panel here. And we are going to double-click on the thumbnail. If you double-click on the thumbnail, it'll open up that particular file. Just go ahead and hit OK. It's going to give you something saying that you have to save it, which we do. So we can go ahead and click on this top layer here. So your logo will land on top of this one. Let's do File, Place Embedded. Place Embedded. Place Embedded is right here. And go ahead and find your logo. Hit Place. Perfect.
I'm on the logo, but I'm not on this screen where it says layers.
Okay, give me just a moment. Let's go ahead and do this one. And also, if you would please, if y'all need help, put it in the chat for me because it can be a little confusing who's talking. And if you put it in the chat, I can see who needs help before I get like disrupted or anything. All right, so go ahead and hit enter to lock in the transformation for me. Perfect. And turn off the eyeball for the logo underneath. All right. Now make sure that you file save. Yep. And then go ahead and close out of that tab. Once you close out of that tab, it should update. There you go. Perfect. So make sure that you file save this file too. And then Caldania, go ahead and share your screen for me, please, love, and I can help you out.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So Photoshop is not traditionally this easy. What's making it really easy is the thought. I don't want to confuse anybody. The thought that goes into preparing the files. So the way that these work is really kind of pre-thought for you so that you have to do very little thinking, very little work, and have maximum impact. So it's going to help you automate your process and optimize your process of designing. So that's the beauty of the templates and the Automizer and the tools that we develop over here so that it just makes it a little easier to tackle this work. Okay. All right. So here we go. Everyone's good to go. Okay, let's go to File, Place Embedded. And then where's your logo located? Nope, that you need your logo, love. So go edit and then do undo. or you can come here, just hit escape. If you hit escape, it won't even place that image. There you go. So file, place embedded, and you want to find out where your logo is. And it should, yeah, it should still be there. You know what? We cleaned up the background on the logo. Let's do this. Did it not save the, let's go back to your markup. All right, so let's do this. Let's take the logo that we cleaned up, and that will be it right here. I'm going to show you how to export that. So let me turn on my marker. I want you to right click on this layer right here. First of all, let's double click on that file name and let's change that layer name. Change it to logo or something so you remember it. Perfect. And then let's right click on the gray area. Right click, and then we're going to quick export as PNG. So the fact that we cleaned up that background is going to clean that up for us. And I don't know where you had it saved before. I think you had it in your downloads. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah. You did make a file. Here you go. You got it. You got it. Okay, so it should have been saved as logo. Now, if you have all three of your mockups done, we want to close this file out, the one that says shirts and shoes and jeans. The reason why you want to close that out in Photoshop, if you have too many files open and you're trying to get too jazzy, it can wear down your computer and Photoshop can poop out on you, okay? So go ahead and put on your computer. Hold on, I'm trying to save it to the cloud. Photoshop gets on my nerve trying to save everything to the cloud. It is really annoying. You have to go in and change the settings. So I don't think it saved it in the folder you were thinking it saved it in. It saved it somewhere in the cloud. All right, so let's go ahead and go back to our logo tab here. File, place embedded. Nope, file, place embedded. There you go. And then go to where it says on your computer. There you go. You know where it is now. All right. In your mockup folder, there's your logo. Perfect. All right. And hit enter to lock in your transformation. And then I want you to turn the eyeball off for the existing logo. All right, and now we will file save. So you can save this. And then when you close out of this little tab, it should update to your greater graphic. Awesome, awesome. All right, so do you see how it changed everywhere that the logo was before? So now what we're going to do is we are going to change out the swatch color here. So we should all be on the same page. Let's see. Donette, are we on the same page now? If you need help, go ahead and share your screen before we move on. Good job. Good job. Everybody do the save dance. File save, Control S or Command S on the Mac.
I'm trying to figure out how to share.
It should be a green share screen button on your Zoom option. You see it? And then after you hit the green button, are you on a Mac or a PC?
PC.
So after you hit the green button, it should be a
the green check box. No.
No,
I used to see it before. I don't see it now today.
Yeah, after you hit share screen, you might have to exit sometimes you won't know where your Zoom bar is, and it's either at the very top or the very bottom of the screen. It could be a little confusing. But once you hit share screen, you're still going to have to tell it which screen you want to share, and then you're going to have to hit the blue share button at the bottom of that screen.
Maybe I can just tell you what my problem is. I did everything, but when I went to save my file, it told me that it wouldn't save it. It says flatten layers and discard extra data.
No, that's not what you want to see. It may be something that you're doing is basically trying to rasterize the file, meaning that it wants to merge everything together and it's not going to keep your layers. That is not what you want. So when you went to file, go to try save as instead of save.
Okay.
And make sure that your mouse is clicked onto the move tool. Sometimes if you're on like the brush tool or something like that, it's gonna give you those issues because it wants to rasterize before it can use a brush tool.
Okay.
Hey Octavius, you missing designing this this website right now. You should be in here. You should be in here showing off and getting your Shopify design. Octavius asked, what did I miss? All right, so let me know if you got it because we need to go ahead and move on to the next step. If you figure out how to share your screen, let me know and I can check it out for you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, you're welcome. All right, would anyone like to volunteer? Give me a 5 if you want to volunteer to share your screen next. If you don't see save a copy, then you can go to save as. So the older version of Photoshop, all you had to do was go to save as, and then you could save it as any file that you wanted to. So you can save it as a PNG. On the new version of Photoshop, you have to save a copy. It won't let you go to save as in order to save it as a PNG, if that helps. Yep, Sonia, you're welcome. Ebony, go ahead and share your screen for me, love. All right, love it. Now do Control 0 for me so it'll zoom in just a little bit more to your artboard. Control 0. Perfect, perfect. All right, so what I want to do here is go ahead and change out this first swatch color. That's the only color we're going to change out today because like I said, we're going to keep this simple. You'll realize how to do with the rest of these from just the steps that we're doing here. So I'm going to turn on my marker. And then I want you to right click on this magenta swatch at the top and it's called Smart Color 1. So everybody select Smart Color 1. And then I want you to double click on the thumbnail there. Double click on the thumbnail for Smart Color 1. Perfect. Now give it just a moment. Let me make sure everybody's here before we move forward. If you are seeing this magenta swatch right now, give me a 1. Give me a 1. All right, all right. If you don't see this, and you missed the step to double click on the swatch, give me a 2 so I can help you. All right, we're all 1s up in here. Okay, Donette, go ahead and share your screen for me, love. And everybody just hold tight for me just a moment. We'll get Donette caught up with us. All right, perfect. So first on it, let's go ahead and do Control 0 so that we can zoom into the extents of the artboard. Hold down Control, then 0. Hold down Control and then hit 0 on your keyboard. Perfect, you got it. And you can go ahead and unmute your mic too. When your screen is on, you have the stage, so you can unmute your mic and talk to me. I promise I won't be mad. All right, so Donette, we're going to change the color here of this swatch. So let me turn on my marker. Let's right click on the swatch. All right, and you'll see Smart Color 1. So we're going to go Smart Color 1. It's going to expose it for you. Then you're going to double click on the thumbnail. Double click where I put that X there. Yep, just double click there. Perfect. And the next step that we're going to do is you're going to pick which color you want to be your main theme color. So I see you pick some colors out here. Just select whichever one floats your boat or find your lost remote. Just pick whichever swatch there.
Okay.
Okay, and when you got it, I want you to go ahead and file save and then exit out of that tab.
Save.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and we close out of that. We're going to watch magic happen. Boom. You got your whole theme already like presented for you. How you feel about it?
Thank you. I like
You're
it.
welcome. All right, so if you hold tight for me, let me see if anybody else needs help. If not, we're going to move on your screen. But yeah, this looks phenomenal. I love it. If you have your screen with the main color looking the way that you want it, go ahead and give me a 3. If you need help right now, give me a 4. All right, all right. I see the 3s rolling in. If you need help, just give me a 4. All right, so Constantine, go ahead and share your screen for me. I got you. All right, and what color did you want to change to? Did you change it? You want it to be this gold color, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so all you need to do now is go to File, Save. It's already saved because it's grayed out. Now just exit out of this tab and it will automatically update. There it is. Now, let's say, for instance, like the middle shirt, you might want to change the color of it because it's, blended in with the gold. You can do that if you right click on that shirt.
Right click on.
Here, let me turn on. Yep. So you right click on the shirt and you'll see that there is a smart color that's right above the t-shirt, right? Smart color right above the t-shirt. Smart color right here. There we go. So go ahead and click on that. All right, and you'll notice it's down here. You have an alternate version. So you could turn on this one that's orange and you can make it whatever color you want. So turn on the eyeball for the orange one. And then turn off the eyeball for the gold. So that's just kind of like a freebie color. You can make it whatever you want. So if you double click on that one, you can change it maybe to the darker teal color or whatever other color you want it to be. So I think the darker teal is up there. You could also make it, here you go. So that looks good. Looks good, looks good. Now, the idea here is that you're able to change a lot with just a little bit of change. This is an optimized art file. If you really want to pick different colors in different areas, you can do that for homework, but basically you could change the color of this one and make it different than this one. You can change the color of this one. You can change the color of this like white color splash here. All of these elements are editable. However, the whole objective is this template is to get you like pretty much done within about 10 minutes. When you get really good at this, you could honestly design these assets, and every time you want to change your winter to spring collection, it won't take you but maybe 5 minutes to do that. So the idea is to keep it simple so that it's easier to keep up with later.
Okay,
all right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good job. Everybody saved the save dance. File save, Control S or Command S if you're on the Mac. And Johnetta, go ahead and share your screen for me, love. Good stuff. Good stuff. Y'all are doing a great job. I just want to let y'all know. I just want to let you know that you are doing amazing and we're almost done. All right. So
the bottom layer didn't change.
Which one, love? Which one didn't change?
The bottom didn't change, the pink.
It probably did, but it's on a different blend mode. So you want it, if you want to change how the pink appears, it looks like, let's right click. Hold on, let me turn my marker on. Let's right click on the pink. And then we're going to go to the Smart Color 1 glitter. All right. And let's scroll down just a little bit here. What's happening is there's a blend mode on this. So this pink is interacting with the glitter that's underneath it. So the fact that the glitter has a little bit of darker grays to it, that pink is reacting differently. So what you can do is the blend mode right now is on color burn. You can take the opacity down. So instead of 100%, you can bring the opacity down. If you come up here to the top, maybe bring it down to like 90%. just to see if it's the opacity issue. You can also change the blend mode. So the blend mode, you might want it to be on multiply, or you might want it to be on screen, whichever one of those blend modes floats your boat or finds your lost remote. And the reason why this is important is because, yeah, that one looks good. That what was that, overlay or soft light? No, I think it was overlay. Try overlay. The way colors work is you have colors that are, you know, in the dark range, in the light range, and in the medium range. And depending on what sort of image is underneath it, that color is going to react to that background differently. So a really light and pastel color, you might have to use the light and blend mode. If you want something to be really, really dark, I use the multiply blend mode. So a blend mode is a really advanced feature that you can use to change how the color above affects the object below. Does that make sense?
Yes, so it won't change because of the pink, it didn't.
Right, so you could do the same thing on this one. If you feel like that one's too dark, that's the same glitter effect. So now you memorized which one it was, right? It was overlay. So instead of color burn, you can change that to overlay.
Yes, and it looks a little different, look.
Well, I also think it looks like you actually have some different, I think there's a different color going on there for some reason. Yeah, there's something on it, like there may be more than one color appearing somewhere. Scroll down here just a little bit. And then let's click back on this one. I feel like there's something a little off on this one. Go to the Smart Color One glitter. Okay. See this? I don't know. Oh, you know what? This does not look like the same Smart Color. This looks like the original Smart Color, but how did that happen? I don't think it happened with anybody else, did it?
No, I saw the color change on hers.
Yeah, that's odd. Okay, well, let's do this then. Let's double click on this one. It just might be odd man out. We'll figure it out. And then go ahead and change that color to the same pink that you were using for everything else. Okay. All right, now we can close out of it and hit save. All right, and then if you want the blend mode to be what it was before, I think it was on color burn. If you want to go back to color burn and see if that was the issue. But I think it still made it pretty dark. So overlay is good, multiply is good when you're trying to not get such a dark color, but I think the one you had it on was good.
Okay, I probably need to pick something else. Huh?
No, this looks good.
Okay.
All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is change out the text. So if you're ready to do that. Yep, if you try to change out the bottom glitter color, it is going to change everything. So right now we're going to stick with one color and we're going to all change it to a single color so we have a cohesive look. You can add additional colors here. Let's say, for instance, Janetta, why have you here? While we're on this layer, I want you to create a new color layer. So you're going to go here to your adjustment layer. You see that option right there? You're going to go to solid color, all the way to the top, all the way to the top. Okay. And you can go ahead and pick, let's say, an alternate color. You chose your pink. What was your other color?
It was black, so I better do something else.
You can go with maybe a gray or something. I mean, or something different. Try maybe a yellow or a blue. I think you've used blue before. There you go. Try something different just so I can show you.
I like that.
Go ahead and hit OK. And this is how you can use solid colors too. Y'all don't have to use all the fancy glitters and metallics and marbles that I have in here. It's just to show you that you can add layers and you can add visual interest by having texture and things in your image. You can go with flat colors all day and sometimes it looks even better. So if you want to change how this color affects the texture underneath, I want you to turn off the eyeball for that pink down here and then change the blend mode. Right now the blend mode is on normal. So I want you to go up here to the top and change your blend mode and see what it does.
Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty.
There you get, look.
Oh,
the color burn is really my favorite for using with glitter.
Pretty.
Okay.
Okay.
So there you go. So now you have a way that you can change those. Now it's not a smart color, but it is a way to add some variation within your design. And it's not hard at all to do.
Okay.
Sonia says, you think you're caught up? Sonia says, I must say, Shannon, you did your thing with this. I'm loving how easy this is. Thank you, Sonia. I appreciate it, love. Okay, so if you want to change the color of the shirt, Nancy, go ahead and share your screen and everybody do the save dance. Y'all are working hard. We are almost done. We're gonna be done by 10 p.m. Y'all. We're not running over time because y'all are doing a great job. We're almost done. We just have to change our text. Okay. Ooh, Nancy, I'm loving this. Okay, so you want to change the shirt color of what, shirt number 2 in the middle? Just show me which one.
Yes, the middle one.
Okay, so let's right click on the shirt. Anytime in Photoshop, there's a lot of layers in this file, y'all, like too many layers. I can't even count them. But if you're ever confused on what you want to click on, if you right click on that element, it'll tell you everything that you're touching. Okay, so I know that I'm looking for a smart color because that's how I set it up. So I see once I right click on that, I see the word smart color and I know that's where I want to be. So let's go ahead and go to that smart color. Like click on it there. Perfect. Okay, so it will identify where it is in your layers. So if you want to do an alternate color and not the smart color that's already there, turn off the eyeball there. Turn on the eyeball for the orange. And then you can click on this swatch and you can change it to any color that you want. So you can change it to any of the swatch colors that you picked from before. Now you don't have to double click on it, hit cancel. I want to show you when you have a swatch there, you can just straight up click the swatch and it'll change it. You see that? All right. So just because I want to show you how to do this, we're not going to do this for every last one, but let's say you want to change the size of the graphic because now it's a taller graphic instead of a wide graphic. If you want to right click on the logo, you may have to zoom in a little bit here, Nancy. Let me show you this. So let's do Control plus a couple times and zoom in here.
I'm trying to get rid of this stuff here. Okay. Here?
Just Control plus a couple times to zoom in. Because I want you to make sure that you're actually clicking on the logo. If you're clicking on the outside meat, then it will not find the logo. So just Control plus a couple times or Command plus a couple times so you can zoom in.
It's not doing. Oh, we're making sure I cut this. Okay. Right.
Okay, there you go. And now you can just resize that. So if you want to be a little bit bigger, you can. I like to pull on the ones in the middle. Most people like to pull on the corners because the old Photoshop, that's how you used to resize stuff. But if you pull on the one at the top and bottom, it keeps it centered and it just scales it bigger from there. So if you got it where you want it, go ahead and hit enter to lock in the transformation. And you were able to change the size of the graphic.
Oh, that's good. And I can do that on the other shirts too?
Yep. You can go and go ahead. If you want to do that, go ahead and do that so I can answer questions and see if anybody else needs to get caught up. Okay. So Mashonda, do you still need help, love? If so, go ahead and share your screen with me. I'm sorry, I skipped over you. I didn't see your question. Doing a great job, Nancy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Mashonda says, I'm okay. Y'all getting it. Anyone need help right now? Go ahead and give me a 2 if you need help. All right, Cardenilla, go ahead and share your screen for me and I'll get you caught up. All right, and let me know what it is that you want to do right now.
Did you share?
Yep, I can see it.
Okay, I was trying to do what the lady did earlier with the glitter. And so I went here to the color for accents.
No, love. That's what you want to do. I'll show you the shortcut way. Instead of trying to sort through, because there's a lot of layers here. So I want you to just right click on the glitter that you want to change. So just right click there. You need to be on your move tool. That's what it is. Let's go to the move tool. And then right click on the color that you want to change. Is it not letting you use your? You may want to save. It looks like something's going on where it's not letting you change your settings. Also hit escape just in case you're in any kind of editing mode. There you go. Okay. All right, so now let's right click. Let's go to the Smart Color 1 glitter. Okay, now it will identify where the glitter is. Now, what do you want to do? You want to change the blend mode or you want to change the actual color? And I cannot hear you. Your mic your mic's muted. I'm going to ask you to unmute. Can you hear me?
Yes. I wanted to see the blend mode, but change the color.
Oh, okay. So those are two different things. You want to, so you do not want it to be gold. You want it to be a different color?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So let's go ahead and create a new color. So you'll come down here and that option right there, you'll click on it and you'll look for the one that at the very, very top that says solid color. Okay, and it's automatically going to fill it with the last color you had selected. Go ahead and change it to whatever color you want it to be. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to have to turn off the gold underneath it, turn off the eyeball for the gold underneath it. And it must have a delay because it's not showing that it updated to your teal color. But nonetheless, let's go over to our move tool.
Yeah.
Looks like it might be frozen again. Something happened. Did you undo?
I escaped.
Okay, so yeah, let's right click and make sure we're on Smart Color 1 glitter. Nope, not the Smart Color 1 solid, but the smart. Oh, wait a minute. Are we even in the right? Yeah, we're on the splashes. I need you to right click somewhere else where the splashes aren't. There you go.
Right there.
Okay, Smart Color 1 glitter. Okay, see how it's selected a different one? Now let's go ahead and create a solid color right here. That's going to be your layer adjustment. Let's do a solid color. There you go. And change it to the one that you want. Perfect. Now what we're going to do is turn off the eyeball for the one right here, right underneath it. Okay. You're just going to turn off the eyeball.
No, I think my computer must be freezing.
It may be, and if that's the case, then what you want to do, if you're able to, is just go ahead and save as soon as it allows you to, because it may be thinking, but it might also be frozen.
Okay.
And in that case, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you off a screen share because it may give you some computing power back. But just to let you know, this is where your blend mode is. Right now it's on normal. That's why it looks like a flat color. But if you change the blend mode to anything else, you'll start to see the effects of the glitter underneath it, okay? So I'm going to stop the screen share and then you let me know if that helped you, okay? Hold on just a moment. Okay. Let me know if that freed up your computer to save. And meanwhile, Ashanti, go ahead and share your screen.
What I wanted to do was to resize the logo.
Okay, perfect. Let's right click on the logo on the shirt. And it'll be logo copy 4. Let's do, this is what I use as a cheat. I go ahead and turn this on. The one that says show transform controls. Turn that box on up top. That way you'll always see the external. Yeah, and then that way you can just pull on that middle nodule, pull it down, and it'll stay centered, but just make it bigger. There you go. Perfect. You got
All right,
it.
thank you.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay,
yeah.
hold on a second. Keep your screen up for me. We're going to go ahead and change the text next, okay? So I want to tell y'all the difference. One text is a smart object. The other text is directly editable. So I'm going to show you the difference there. Let's do Control-0 for me or Command-0 so we can zoom out to the extents of the artboard. All right, y'all are doing a beautiful job, by the way. Beautiful, beautiful job. All right, let's zoom in just a little bit more. Let's do Control-0. Let's get in a little bit better than that so we can see what we're doing. Perfect, that's it right there. Okay, so there are two different types of text here. Where the website is, that is actually a smart object, which means that the text is not directly editable, but it's editable once you bust open the smart object, okay? We're gonna change that one first so you can see why it's a smart object. You see how this every last banner is gonna have the website and phone number. That means if we make it a smart object, I don't have to go to each of these banners and say, type in my website, type in my phone number. If it's a smart object, it's gonna propagate to all those different areas. So let's right click where it says www.yourwebsite and make sure that you click on, if you do not click on the text, it won't find it. So you have to get on the meat of the text. It says info copy. So let's go to info, okay? And you'll notice that it's a smart object. So you have to double click on it to open it up. All right, and here you might want to zoom in, do Control-0 or Control+ a couple times so you can zoom in and see what it is. Now, most people aren't going to want to put a phone. I don't even know if people give out their phone numbers anymore. So if you put your website there, maybe you want to put your Instagram handle like at your company. And then that way people know usually that that's a handle for Instagram. You can get more complicated with this and actually put the logos for the Instagram, Facebook, etc. But I just want to keep this one real clean and simple. So if you want to do this, you're going to double click on the T here. Oh, let's go ahead and replace this font. So this is a standard font called Franklin, but Photoshop and Google are beefing over fonts right now. So it made it to where when Photoshop updated, some of the fonts are not compatible anymore. So I apologize, but I think it's, if it replaces it with Myriad Pro, it's fine. It's just a clean, simple sans serif font. Serif means it has a little feet on the bottom and top. Sans serif means that it's clean and it doesn't have the little feet at the top and bottom. So sans serif is good when you want something really clean and easy to look at. Like a little tiny website or a little tiny phone number, you want to be as clean and visible as possible. So you don't want to put crazy cursive font that small, okay? So that's just a little lesson in typography. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to come just on the website part and then double click on just the website part. Okay, and then I want you to type your website. A little free advertisement. Love it already. All right, so give yourself a little space after that. Perfect. Now you can double click on the phone number and maybe where that is, you want to put maybe your @ symbol and put your Instagram or your @ symbol. I would say do Instagram because most people are marketing Instagram and website. And then a little more free advertising so we can all follow you.
I just got to figure out what the address exactly is. Or is it just at spiritupdesigns.com, at spiritupdesigns?
Oh, you mean what your Instagram is?
Yeah.
Let's see. I can look it up real quick. Let me pull it up. Instagram.com and Spirit Up
Designs.
I see your logo. Look at you all branded. I love it. Spirit Up Designs. Yes, it is Spirit Up Designs, one word. So you don't put the .com. Look at you with your bows. Yes. Have you done? Oh, yep. You have done sublimation bows. Get it. Have you done the
I'm working on 200 of them right now.
Yes. Have you done the sublimation glitter bows yet?
Yep, that's what I'm working on.
Oh, I was gonna say you're gonna love it, but yeah, they're gonna love it. Let me put it that way. They are gonna love that. The impact those have are great. Okay, so I was gonna say some of it may be too big, and if that's the case, let's see, you got it. Perfect, you got it. So you change the size there. You can also do Control-T or transform it and shrink it that way as well. But this looks good. I want you to go ahead and save it. And then once you do your file save, you can close out of this tab, and I want you to see how it updates to all 3 banners. And Isabel, well, I think Ashanti's next. Ashanti, do you still need help, love?
Nope,
See,
I'm-
that looks good. All right, so that looks good. So let's go ahead, Isabel, go ahead and share your screen. And then the last thing we're going to do is change one of the words. We're going to change winter to spring, just so that you know how to change text. All right, good job, Ashanti. Y'all are doing the thing. Come on. All right, so Isabel, what were you needing? How to change the names?
Yes, on the
Okay.
website. Mhm.
Okay, go ahead and make your screen full screen for me for your Photoshop. Appreciate that. And then I want you to go ahead and expand this panel right here so that you can see what's going on with your layers. Perfect. All right, so we're going to right click, and you might have to zoom in a little bit. So Control plus a couple times. So Control plus plus.
Mhm.
Nicole, it automatically changed to, I think, Myriad Pro, which is fine for that phone number is fine. Let's right click, and you want to be touching, you have to touch on the meat of the text. Otherwise, it won't recognize it. So if you need to get a little closer, you can. Oh, let's make sure we're on the move tool.
Oh, that's what. That's what.
You got it. You got it. And now all you have to do is double click on it. You got it from here. Double click on that smart object.
Right here.
Yep.
Oh.
And go ahead and do Control 0 so it can zoom in for you. There you go.
Oh.
Look at you. You're discovering stuff. I love those kind of O's. All right, let's double click on that T right there. And then when you double click, not the trees, love, the T. I guess there's a T over there too, huh?
Are you?
You're
saying right here.
Yep, that one right there.
Okay.
Perfect. Now, yep, and then you're just going to, I would suggest you do this, open your Photoshop a little bit bigger so you can see the entire screen. Because I would suggest that you double click on this side first. And when you double click on text, here's a tip, and this works on websites and everything. You double click on something, it selects just that word. If you triple click on something, it selects the whole line of text. Okay. So you double click on it, then you could type over it. You don't even have to hit delete. You can just start typing over it.
Okay.
And make sure you put that dot after the www.
Okay.
You can just you can delete, or you can just move the mouse over there. Designs.com.
Okay.
Uh-oh, we're missing something. Hold on, let me get my marker out your face so you can see.
Thank you.
You're like, I want to spell it right, but Shannon, you won't let me be great.
Okay.
You got it. And then yep, a period after that W, that last W.
Okay.
You got it. And
awesome.
then you can double click on the numbers over here and change it to your Instagram handle, or maybe if you do Facebook, you can put an FB and then put the Facebook name. But I would suggest you do Instagram, because Instagram is powerful with marketing your brand. So, and Instagram also ties into Facebook too.
Okay. I don't know it offhand.
Would you like me to look it up? What's your what do you think your Instagram name is?
It's under Petals of Cali. PETALSCALI.
Petals of Cali. I got you. So it's, yep, that's exactly how it's spelled. So you just put the @ symbol.
Okay. Do I put a hyphen after the .com or just a space?
I just put a space after the .com just so that it makes that little divider bar, give it a little bit of space after it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, oh, you have to put your @ symbol first though.
Okay.
And put a couple of spaces there. There you go. So you have, well, yeah, there you go. Just put one space is good. There you go.
Okay.
Perfect. Petals of Cali. Love it. And look, it just fit perfectly on there. It was meant to be. It was meant to be.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now all you have to do is file save. You got it. And then close out of that tab.
Okay. And
Just close out of that tab right there.
Okay.
All right, and it saved it. Now go ahead and do the save dance. Are you tickled right now?
I'm so sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I'm excited that you're excited. Go ahead and do the save dance. Everybody do the save dance.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because we don't need no tears. No tears tonight. y'all are almost done. So the only thing that we're going to do now, and we can go ahead and do this on your screen as well.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and look, you know what? Let's scroll up to the top one, because the top one is the one that you're more than likely going to change out, because you can always keep your flash sale one or whatever. But let's say you have different seasons and you want this one, instead of winter, you wanted to say spring or summer collection. I want you to right click on the word winter. Make sure you're clicking on the meat there. And you see this is directly editable text, because I see the word winter. So you can go ahead and select the word winter. All right. And if you double click on the T here, you can just directly edit the text. It's not a smart object, because this is something that we want to be able to directly edit.
Double click right here on this T.
Yep. Double click right there on that T that has the pink X on it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. You can find it again. So right click on the word winter, and Cardenea, I'm doing this one here again. So we're going to find the word winter. Boom.
There it is.
Already located it there. We're going to double click on the T, just like if it was a swatch or a thumbnail. Double click on that T.
On this T.
Yeah, right there. You see it? Boom.
Oh, I see it. Yes.
So double click on the T itself.
Okay.
Perfect. And now you can type over the word winter. So you can put spring or fall or whatever you want to put there. You are cracking me up.
I'm just so excited just to learn this, and just learning by everyone else's when they're asking questions. So yeah.
I'm glad this is beneficial. This is why we're doing this. So now I think you got excited and deleted one of your letters there. So give yourself that M back. Okay. Now, after we're done with text, every time we're done with text, we want to click back on the move tool. Otherwise, yep, click back on that move tool right there. Yep, you got it. So that kind of gets us out of the direct text editing mode. So even if we wanted to go from text to the next text to the next text, my remedy for that is going back to the move tool, then going to the next text, because sometimes it gets confused. All right, but let's go ahead and zoom out of this. Let's do Control-0. Let's take a look at your work. Let's marvel at your work. Okay.
Look at that.
Now here's the deal. Y'all are done at this point. If you want to do anything extra, let's say, boom, I want to put a picture on my Tumblr right there, or I want to change this color to be a totally different color, and I want to play with my blend mode. Save what you're doing right now. And then I want you to do a save as, and save it as, like if you have it as file number 2. So it says Shopify Minimal Modern 2, save it with a 3 at the end. This way you're, just in case you get a little, you get a little crazy tonight playing with Photoshop, you have a file that you can revert back to that's like, all right, well, at least I know I have this. Okay. So I want you to go ahead and do a save as, and you already saved yours as a 3, so you should be good, but you want to save yours as a 4. Okay. All right. And then what we're about to do now is we're going to take all these elements, and I'm going to show you how to export them. Okay. Now you may not be completely done with this. So if you want to save these, if you want to do some more editing and resave these, you're going to follow these exact same steps. And this is on YouTube right now. So if you had to come back to this section after you make some edits, this is the final stages. So right now, these are all super editable Photoshop files that are huge. You want to make them compressed, flat images that Etsy and Shopify will not hate you for. And yes, you can use these same elements for your Etsy store. We're not going to show you how to create an Etsy store, but you can still use these same square images. You can use these square images for your Instagram, right? So let's say you wanted to tell people you're doing a flash sale and 50% off. Guess what? Now you have a way that you can design a cute little graphic that coordinates with your website.
Awesome.
All right, so let's go ahead and show everyone how to save. Let me ask you this. Do you want this color to be purple? And do you want to have this blend mode, or do you need some help with that before we close out?
I don't want that to be purple. I did select a silver, this gray silver color,
Okay.
and I would prefer to have that in this.
Okay.
in
Let's
here.
right click on the purple. The easiest way to find something is to right click on it. Let's go to color fill 1 because that's what it more than likely is. So let's turn off the eyeball for the purple there. Okay. Now naturally it's silver. So did you want it to be a different color silver than that?
Actually, I think gold. You see how it has the splotches in there? I think it looks a little messy to me. I would prefer it to not have those splotches.
Okay, like the little splashes. Okay, so find one of those splashes and right click on it. Right click on it. Okay, it says splash. So click the splash. The word splash. Yep. And it's a whole folder with splashes in it. So just turn the eyeball off for the folder and you will turn off all the splashes on that layer.
Excellent. It's perfect.
Yep, and you can do the same thing for because each of these layers have splashes on them, so you can turn those off if you want to. Absolutely.
Oh, okay. This looks great.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad it looks great. This is about to be your site, love. By tomorrow, you're going to have a Shopify site designed by you. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Well, I'm excited too. So let's go ahead and save these elements because we don't want to get so excited we forget to save them. So we're going to go up to export. Now we're going to do something here. I want to make sure first hit save because we did just change that to silver. So go ahead and hit save. I'm going to get my marker off your screen. Make sure that everything is saved. This next step, depending on the power of your computer, could potentially shut your Photoshop down. It's a potential because this next step does multiple computing at the same time for all of these different artboards. Okay, so I have a remedy for that if yours does happen to get stuck. Okay, I'm going to show you the easy peasy way to do this. We're going to shut down all of these folders. You see this little arrow that's open? It's like going through the house and seeing all the cabinet doors open. Let's shut those cabinet doors. Let's go ahead and shut those little triangles.
Okay.
Yep, that one up right there, the dark, yep, on the dark layers. Do that for this one. You got it. All the dark layers. We'll do that for this one. And I'm going to show you why in a little bit, because all of these are individual pieces of art that we can save separately should your computer not like the batch exporting option.
Yeah, there's quite a few files.
Now that one opened it up. You opening them up now. Okay, so when you see it point down, that means it's open. When you see it go to the side, it's closed. There you go. So scroll back up. This dark, see how they have scroll back down? Scroll back down. Okay. You missed one there. Yep. See how it's darker there? That means that is an artboard. There you go. There you go. Scroll up. And then we're going to close that one down.
This one?
And then what you should see is all dark ones once you get them all closed up.
Okay.
You're doing a great job, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, last one to close up will be the swatches at the very top.
Right here? No.
Right there.
Right there.
You got it. You got it. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this move. This is not the move that I want everyone to make. This is going to be the backup move because it's extra work, but it's less taxing on your computer. So I want you to start at the top. You would, you don't have to get the swatches, but you're going to right click on category right here on this layer. Right click, and you're going to quick export as PNG. Now, this is a way we can quickly make a PNG of all things. But you have to do it for each one. Ooh, we are in a temporary file, Isabel. We got to change that, love. That means that you probably didn't unzip the file. You're probably working in the zipped version of the folder, which is truly dangerous. So I'm so glad that we saw this. Let's hit cancel here.
Okay.
Cancel, because and everybody else, if you see temp in your file naming place, then let's catch it now. Let's just say that if you're still going and it's working, let's catch it now. So let's do file and let's do save as.
Okay.
Okay. I want to make sure we're out of that temporary folder. And, or you know what, that's probably, yeah, you were probably originally in there, and that's why you had to do save as. That's why I wouldn't let you save before. So
Okay.
looks like you're in your downloads folder. So let's put it on your, do you have a folder on your desktop for the class?
I actually have one that I thought I created here in my D drive. I have an
No,
external.
no. You don't want to do this on an external drive. You always, that's why I say put it on your desktop. You want to use your best computing power, which is your hard drive. And then if you need to move the file afterwards, move it to your external hard drive. Photoshop hates trying to work off of an external hard drive. So yeah, just put it on your desktop. That way we know where it is. And let's just make a folder. So you can right click and go to new folder, new. And then let's look for folder down here at the bottom, new folder.
Okay.
And then just name it Shopify. Okay, and then just open that folder up. So you can hit open. All right, and then we're just going to save this as this file name here, hit save.
Okay.
And then I'm curious as to where your mock-up images went to. So we may have to check on that. Go ahead and okay. All right, now it's going to take a little time to finish saving that.
Okay. How can I tell that it's actually?
Did you see at the bottom it was going blue and it was saving, and now the blue went away, so it's done saving? You'll see it next time. Next time you save something, just check down here at the bottom and you'll see like a blue bar loading up.
Okay, down here.
Yep. And okay, so let's go ahead and try this PNG export again. So let's right click.
Okay.
Let's quick export as PNG. Okay, and it's trying to make us go to this temp folder. We will not be fooled. So we're going to go to the desktop.
Okay.
And go to your Shopify folder. Go ahead and double click on it. And then we're going to right click. We're going to create a folder. So it's going to be file, or it's going to be new folder. And you're going to name this folder banners, BANNERS. So we're going to have a banners folder and a mockup folder. All right, so go ahead and hit open. So it will make sure it puts it into that folder there, and then save.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and hit save. All right, so that just saved a single PNG. What I'm about to show you next will export all of these pieces, all of these different squares and rectangles as its own image without having to do them one by one. Okay, so let's go to File. We're going to go to Export. And then we'll go to Artboard to Files. All right. And then the destination, you see how I was going inside of your Shopify store? We need to hit browse, because not only do we need to go into the Shopify folder, we also needed to go a little bit further. Go ahead and hit browse. We needed to go further into your banners folder. So go ahead and click the banners folder, double click and hit OK. Perfect. So now it's going to go inside the banners folder. And then for the prefix, you could just go ahead and delete that. We don't even need a prefix there. All right, and for the file type here, we're going to choose the PNG. PNG.
8 or 20.
You could choose a 24.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're going to take this one off. It says include the background. We're going to take that off. And then we're going to take off the one that says export selected artboards. We're going to take that off. Okay. So the only thing that should be selected here is the top one. And then it should have PNG 24 as your file type. And let's hit run. And what's going to happen is this is going to literally run actions that are going to automatically guess whatever's on that artboard, flatten it to a PNG, move on to the next artboard, flatten it as a PNG, move on to the next artboard. So essentially it's doing exactly what I was telling you to do, to click on each layer or each group and then right click and save it as a PNG. It's doing that for you automatically.
Wow.
So this is where it could hang up and freeze on some people, depending on your computing power, depending on the fact that you're using internet and Zoom at the same time as Photoshop. So this is very, it's a telltale sign of usually how your computer can operate. Yes, it will end up saving the swatches, but we're not going to end up needing them, but you want to have that saved as your reference.
Okay.
All right, so that's good. Let's see. Queen, do you want to go ahead and share your screen while we're exporting over here so I can check you out? Do you still need help? Let me know if you still need help. Give me a 1 in the chat. Anybody that needs help right now, go ahead and give me a 1 in the chat. Like if things are running right now, just sit back, don't touch nothing, don't do nothing, don't double click on nothing, just let Photoshop do its work. And you will hopefully see this message and it'll probably make a little ding noise and let you know the artboard to files was successful. Go ahead and hit OK. Then I want you to open up your folder and I want you to show me that those files did indeed save. So open up your folder, go to your desktop. Let me get my marker off your screen. All right, so go ahead and open up your Shopify. Open up your banners folder. Boom, there it is.
Bam.
And we're ready.
Certainly.
Yes. So if you got a success on this, give me a 1. I want to see whose computers were, working real fast. Let's see. Okay, ones. Okay. I love it. Anybody that needs help right now, give me a 2. But if you got this far, you are done. You are done. Wow. Y'all are done for tonight. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these elements tomorrow and we're going to build a Shopify store with those elements. If we get through the whole store tomorrow, that's great. If we don't get through the entire store, we still have some of Friday to do this. So I want to make sure that that we have a quality site, that you know what you're doing, that you love how it looks. So tonight, your homework, this is your homework. Number 1, I want you to show off, okay? This is your opportunity to market and show people what it is that you're working on. So maybe you can even post something that says, hey, working on my website design. What do you guys think? And then people are like, what? You do website design? Something like that. But at the very least, even if you don't post on your social media, I need you to, within the inside of the NA Creators Facebook group, post your work, and I want you to say something about your experience. Was it too hard? Did I keep y'all too late? Are you tired of me asking y'all how you feel in one word? Tell me something about your experience, okay? So I want you to do that tonight. So I get a screenshot, because what I want at the end of this challenge, I want a screenshot of this part of the process. And then we're going to get a little video capture of your website, okay? At least a screenshot of your website. So you're going to see your progress along the way. You're going to know where you started and how you ended up, and you're going to be able to show that, okay? All right. You're welcome. You're welcome. The class that had the mock-up with the different shoes is 122. 122 is that one. And when I tell you that file right there is a beast. It has like 5 different backgrounds at least. So it has like a concrete background, a wood background, an antique wood background, a marble background. So all of these different backgrounds that you kind of see here is in that. You can change out at least 4 different types of shoes. You can change the color of the shoes. So if you want the purple shoes to match the purple shirt, it does that automatically. You also can change out the color of the shirt. You can change out the neck label that's in the shirt and put your logo as the neck label in that one. And of course, you can change out the graphic so that it's a sublimation graphic or a screen print or vinyl graphic. Like I said, that template is very, very robust. Shanti says, we'll never be tired of you. You're heaven sent. Don't do me like that. Y'all must want a coupon code or something. Just tell me you want a coupon code. Just say that. Just say that. I am, and I'm glad you have me cheesing right now because I'm gonna do something because y'all are in the room. Is that all right? Is that all right? So I need y'all to hashtag get in the room. Get in the room. Let everybody else know to get in the room, because when you get in the room, you just don't know what's gonna happen. So he says, well, since you mentioned it, a coupon code would be nice. I know it would, and it's going to be nice, and you're going to receive that tonight. I'm going to do a 75% off code for y'all. A 75% off code for y'all. It's only available to the people that are in this room at this very moment. I have to change the price of the Automizer. So just in case somebody mistakenly uses it there. As a matter of fact, what I will do, I will just, should I make the Automizer? I'll tell you what. I'm not going to let the Automizer be 75% off because that is a huge chunk of money off of the Automizer, because it is $700 right now. Let me change it. So if I give y'all a 75% off coupon code, if I make the Automizer, for those of you who don't have it and want it, I'm going to make it to where it'll end up being $300. But I have to find my calculator so I don't mess up. Because if I mess up, y'all, I messed up last month. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I lost $10,000 last month on a mess up of the system. It wasn't my fault. How the website does, plus the Stripe, it miscalculated a lot of people's memberships. So a lot of people pretty much not only got free memberships last month, but y'all got credits. But because it's my error, I'm not going to be the one to put that on anybody else. Well, because it wasn't your error. So yeah, so I got to be careful over here. Let me see. Why won't it let me come out of full screen mode? There we go, Zoom Mitch. All right. All right, so I'm going to do 1,200 times 0.25. It'll make it 3. Oh, look, Nicole, you did the math for me. Thank you, love. That's exactly what it needs to be. So if you all are interested in the Automizer, everybody else is going to be like, what happened to the Automizer? It went up to 1,200. Oh, dang. So let me go ahead and change that one. And then everything else, every other course, you'll be able to get 75% off. That's only, if y'all hear me, this is only for the people in the room. Do not share this code. Please, 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 please. I'm also, if you all remind me, for those who applied for the Inner Circle, we'll talk about that on Friday, but the Inner Circle is going to have a permanent 75% off code that will work on everything, including stuff like the Automizer. What do I need to do? Edit the pricing. Okay. It looks like, did you already do that for me? Looks like it was already done. All right, all right. So let me go ahead and make you all a coupon code right now. New code. And I'm going to put the code in the, or you know what? I'll put the link, so that the link usually makes the code apply automatically. So that's going to be for all products only, 75% off. And this is going to expire tomorrow, 11 p.m. Wait, you know what? Friday is payday for some people. Y'all want me to keep it open till Friday just in case? Who gets paid Friday and wants me to keep it open till Friday? Thank you, E. I appreciate it. Okay. So now here's the deal. It's not going to be open all day Friday. It's going to be until 11 p.m. Friday night. So when you get off of work Friday, or while you at work, I'm not going to judge if you're doing this on the JOB, on the Just Over Broke. It's okay. Just make sure that you have everything checked out before 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, please. Because after 11, this code will automatically disappear. All right. We got a deal. Hope we have a deal. I'm taking the coupon code link and I'm putting it in the chat right now. Awesome, awesome. Good deal. All right, all right. So anyone else need help right now? Because I wanted to make sure that y'all had that. Your homework is to do, you can literally just screenshot. Do y'all know how to take a screenshot of your screen? Do y'all know about the snippet tool? If you do not know about the snippet tool, give me a 1. If you don't know about the snippet tool, give me a 1. Okay, so I'm about to put y'all up on game. Do you know how you can screenshot on your phone and it just saves like an instant image of whatever's on your screen? You can do the same thing on your computer. Okay, so let's see. Is anybody sharing their screen right now? Let me see. Isabel, Isabel's like, let me go ahead and get my stuff in my cart. So Isabel, let me show you how to do this. You're gonna go to the let's go to the, like where you search, because I can't see it on your computer, but you know how you can click the you can click on the Windows bar and you can search on your computer. Perfect. I want you to type in the word snip, S-N-I-P. Yep, and then that way you can choose the snipping tool there. All right, now if you hit new, you can draw a box around whatever you want to snip. Boom, diddly, boom, let it go. And it takes a snapshot. So technically that is on your clipboard now. So what you can do is you can go to this little ... here and you can save that. And you can hit save there down at the bottom. Perfect. And go ahead and save it in your desktop folder. I think that's where we put it, on the desktop. Yep, in your Shopify. And just put it in the main Shopify folder and just call this your screenshot. But you gotta double click on the folder though, otherwise it'll put it on the desktop. There you go. Perfect. So hopefully that helped a little bit. So anytime you have something on your screen and you want to screenshot it, you can use that snippet tool so that you don't have to get your entire screen. You can just get the piece of the screen that you really want. All right, that's it. Let me see. I think I saw somebody needed help, and let's see. Where did my chat go? And Isabel, you're doing a beautiful job, love. Did you got everything saved like you needed to, right? I want you to go back and check for me. Make sure that you can find where your mock-up images went. If you cannot find them, then go ahead and just resave them tonight, okay?
Sure. I wanted to ask you, I missed the other 2 classes because I just signed up for the VIP membership. So the other classes, are the videos saved? Am I able to?
Oh, you know what? Okay, so I forgot, y'all can use that 75% off code to continue to be in the Shopify challenge. So some of y'all tonight are not in the Shopify challenge. I just let y'all into the challenge because normally we have class on Wednesday. So it was kind of like, I'd rather you be in the room and be a part of this than have to do a totally separate class tonight. So if you are not in the Shopify challenge, you get 75% off of it right now. So go ahead and join it because you don't want to miss tomorrow. So those of you who are just VIP, not just VIP members, who are my illustrious VIP members who are not in the challenge is discounted too. So if you want to continue with us we're going to do Thursday and Friday where we're actually going to upload this. So you're going to get additional days and additional time with me. You can go ahead and upgrade by enrolling in that tonight. So you have your 75% off coupon code to do that. Otherwise, you won't be able to continue with us tomorrow. So this will be the furthest that we go today if you're in VIP but not in the challenge.
Oh, I'm getting in.
Awesome. See, that's what I love to hear. Come on, commit. And that's what we were talking about the first couple of days. We went over mindset, and you can actually go on YouTube and see what we did for the past couple of days. We had Dr. T tomorrow come in yesterday and teach us about financing and virtual assistants. On Monday, we went over mindset and we kind of pulled together our logos and identified who our ideal clients are. So what we call our avatar. So you want to go back and watch that so that now you have an understanding of how to better market your product and how you want to build out your product offering in the future.
Okay, definitely will.
Awesome. Awesome. All
So
right.
much.
So, oh, thank you. I appreciate you coming. I'm so like, this is your first time in the academy with me?
This is my first time in VIP. I had a
Oh.
membership and I had to stop it because I had surgery. And so I had been out of work, but I'm a crafter and so I'm getting better. And I want to transition to be, I want to retire out of my 9-to-5 into my own business and just, make the coins for myself.
I love that. And you know that, and I absolutely would implore you to watch the day 1 and day 2, because that's what we were talking about. Like this is the vision. And I'll reiterate, like God would not have given us the vision, number 1, if it wasn't possible. And number 2, if it wasn't already set up for us. So that work is already halfway done for us because God has done what God needs to do to get us to get us to the point where we can really materialize the vision, but we have to do the steps. We have to put in the effort to get there. So in the beginning of the week, I asked everybody to commit, and how you commit is you put your time and your money in. When those 2 things are in there, you're committed, right? You could put money in, but no time, and that's not really a commitment. And you could put, you could put some time in, but no money. And usually you don't pay attention. So when you pay, and you're putting in time, I know that you all are committed and you're absolutely taking this into your own hands. So you will be able to exit your 9-to-5. You will be able to do this full time. You will be able to make whatever you made in your full-time job. You'll be able to make that in a month if you want, a week, in a day if you want. I've made in one day what I have made in a whole year before. And I never would have known it was possible, never would have imagined it possible until I started on my mentorship journey. So you're in the right place. I got you. This is more than Photoshop. This is really us realizing our dreams and designing our lives. Like I told you, I'm trademarking that now. I better not see y'all pop up with my little expression.
Thank you for the nuggets. Your
of course
mentors that you shared with us. I Googled them and I was been listening to the videos. So
oh man, we have some treats for you because it's only going to get bigger and greater. So like I said, it's going to replace, I bet you won't be watching TV anymore. People are going to think you're weird because you're going to be listening to podcasts on the radio on the way to work. Like it's going to replace that. Entertainment is going to be replaced with edutainment. And we're already like creators, so we love to research stuff anyway. But the fact that it's motivational and it pushes us in the right direction every day, I'll tell you, I'm super nerdy. I'm up here every moment that I have a moment to listen to something. I'm listening to this type of stuff. So you're in the right place. You're absolutely in the right place.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So the homework, Janetta, is to screenshot, do your snippet, screenshot what you did tonight, and make sure it's done. Make sure you have all of your PNGs saved, and we're going to upload them tomorrow. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna stop you sharing there, Isabel, so you can get busy. If you need to get busy, I don't have your business all on the screen anymore. All right, let's see. Anyone else needed help? Because I gotta let y'all go. I'm tired, as a matter of fact, but y'all just give me energy. Y'all give me life. If you already have the Automizer, it won't let you buy the Automizer more than once. It will not let you buy the Automizer. Ooh, this looks good. Who's over here sharing on my screen? All right, Queen, what do you need help with? Go ahead and unmute your mic. I see you over here. I love this. Is this your product?
Yes, so you guys can see my screen.
Yes, I can see your screen. It looks so good. How you feel about it?
I am really excited.
I'm excited too. Like I see you over here switching it up and putting products in there. You're about to give us some inspiration. So tell me what is it that you need help with right now?
The exporting part. I'm trying to get out this light so it won't be shining.
Oh, you're good. You're good. So you want to go up to File? Well, first, did you make sure you save this? So go to File, and save as. Let's make sure we save this as its own version, that if anything happened, we should be good.
Okay,
Is it letting you do a save as?
let's do this. Because I think I already saved it. I just want to go back to. I should have had this ready.
It's okay.
There we go.
Good. Now you can do the ones with your product if that's what you want to put up there. I'm all for it. So let's do file, save as. All right.
I still have it in the Academy 201, so I'm just going to switch it to the Shopify challenge.
Okay, cool. And go ahead and hit save there.
Okay. All righty, I am ready.
All right. So it says it's still at 52%. So give it a little bit of time.
Oh, to save completely.
Yep. And the numbers will go away when it's done. There it is. Now let's go to file and then export. Yep. Export. Let me turn my marker on. Export and wait a minute. Let's try it again. File, export. And then we want to do artboard to files right here. All right. And then we're going to browse and put that in your folder for your Shopify. So right up here.
I don't have it on desktops because it automatically take it to the iCloud.
Oh, I didn't know that about y'all's iCloud. See, sometimes
So I keep it in downloads and then
that makes sense. Well, now I know because I didn't know they can operate like that. All right. So yep, you are going to choose that's not your mockup. You're going to make a new folder. I don't know if you can right click and I see there's a new folder option down here. Yep, and just name this one banners, BANNERS. And then hit create. Then you're going to hit open. All right, and then right here, we're going to just delete this prefix altogether. And we're going to hit include overlapping areas. So just toggle this little button on right here. Or you can just hit delete on that, just backspace. And we're going to, instead of JPEG, we're going to do PNG here. 24, you can do PNG 24. And then turn off the export options there. And it should automatically be transparent. So yep, go ahead and run it. You got it. And it's going to take a little time because it's going to go through each of the sets of objects. And let's see.
The functionality may not be available in this version of Photoshop. Could not complete the command because the scratch.
So let's do this. Go ahead and hit OK. I'm going to show you what you can do. You can close up each of those layers. So let's go all the way to the top. And you're probably going to have to do this the old school way. It's okay. So let's close up all of those. And let me move my marker out your way. And you should see all dark. Yep. All right. So let's say, for instance, you want to save this one. You're going to right click on this level right here. Right click. And then you're going to quick export as PNG. And go ahead and put it into your banners folder. Just double click on the banners folder here. And hit save. And you're just going to have to do that for each line item. So then you go to this one, right click. Yep. Like I said, the super cool functions of Photoshop can be really intensive on the computer. And usually scratch disk being full means that your hard drive is not big enough, or it has too much stuff on it, or the graphics card is not up to par where it feels like it can do those advanced features and functions. The other thing is sometimes the video card is what is like outdated or not up to where those special functions needed to be. So typically it's the hard drive. What you could do is get an external hard drive, put everything on the external hard drive. I put all my stuff on the cloud, and then anything I'm immediately working on is on my computer, on my hard drive. But when I'm done with it, it goes back to the cloud.
And that's what I do for my desktop. Like when I finish, I put it on desktop, it goes to cloud, and then I can download it. So let's see. I can go.
Y'all tripping. It says 75% off on the buddy. Y'all already know that is the Toya is not gonna let that happen. I might do, you know what, if y'all stick around Friday, I'll have something special for those of you here on Friday. Okay, but it'll be for Friday only. So if you want to go out clubbing and hanging out, I don't know who I'm talking to, because we all would rather be crafting than clubbing, right?
Okay.
But for those of you who think you want to just hang out and have a social life on Friday, and you want to hang out with me from 8 to 10 on Friday,
I literally go out for like 30 minutes to take a picture and
y'all be in the club. Hold on, let me use my coupon code.
Okay, so I have the process of this. And when scratch this, oh well, it's probably still full.
Yeah, and you'll just have to do something. And this is something that this is teaching you a lesson too about the capacity of the computer that you're working with. And when you start working with these really large files and doing these really complex type of designs, then yeah, you want to have a computer that can keep up with that. Because when I tell y'all are going to be designing backdrops, banners, all over t-shirts. I even want to teach you how to do car wrap designs. So like whatever we need to do, you need to make sure that your system can really keep up with that. And you'll know, because as you're working through files, you'll see when it's struggling and when it's okay.
Okay. And one more thing, this right here, well, it's probably a little too late for it. I don't know if it's too late, but how to do the smart object with just clicking on one.
Yeah, you just right click on it, and the name of that smart object is info copy. Yep. And then you'll double click on, oh, you're in the old version. This is the old version of it. I changed it to a smart object. So the old version, you have to change these separately, but you could double click on the T there.
Okay, and just change it. So, okay, so basically after all of this, save everything and update.
There you go. Yeah.
I'd be so scared to update sometimes.
I know, but you know what? This, like I said, it's going to teach you whatever you need to learn. That's what I'm trying to learn about control. So I have to relinquish control when it's not for me. And if I can control it, then I do feel more powerful. But if I can't control it, I feel more powerful knowing that it's not in my hands. So save your work, every little step you take, save your work. That's the most you can do. And if Photoshop does freeze up, Photoshop freezes up on my computer, and I have like a 32 gig like professional Surface Pro, but it still freezes up from time to time depending on what I'm working on. And most of the time it's because Adobe itself is trying to access the internet to do some crazy stuff, or it's trying to access the cloud to do some crazy stuff, and it ends up tapping out. So anytime I ask you, do you want to save to the cloud for Photoshop? I would recommend against that. I would save it on my hard drive. And then when I'm done with editing the file, I would move it over to my cloud or move it over to an external hard drive.
Okay.
Okay.
So, because I'm probably gonna update it tonight. So just to be clear, we're still on YouTube. I'll go and browse this export artboard to files.
You gonna try it again?
Yes, because just like memory wise.
Okay.
Because when I update it, I just want to know, how.
I got you. Well, it's also on, it's on YouTube as well. We're still recording, so it'll be on there for you too. But more than likely, if you still have the same files open, if you try to run it again, it's not going to run it. Usually you have to either close out of Photoshop. Let me show you a trick though. Go ahead and hit cancel.
Okay.
Anytime Photoshop punks out on you like that, if you go up to file, and I apologize, I think it's edit. Go to edit. And then you go to, it was edit. And then we're going to go down to the bottom. We're going to go to the Does it have any more options to scroll down further there? I think it's different on the Mac.
But what are we looking for?
It is, I can't tell you unless I see it. Let me see. It's like preferences or something to that effect.
Okay.
Maybe, you know what, there it is. Preferences. It's different on the Mac. So for the PC users, I think it's under edit. So we're going to go up to general. And like sometimes y'all will say, oh, well, when I'm doing a split template, it crashes and that sort of thing. You have to go to reset preferences on quit. Now, what will happen, it will reset your workspace here too. So make sure that you saved your workspace because it'll bring it back. But if you reset the preferences on quit, if you ever had your Photoshop just shut down on you when you went to go file print.
Yes.
Yeah. What it is, it's basically, it's a Photoshop issue. Photoshop will blame it on everybody else, but it's a Photoshop issue. And then it's also a compatibility issue. So Photoshop feels that your printer settings is like an infectious file because something changed between the last time it was open and maybe it did a firmware update or something to that effect. So Photoshop feels like something is wrong, and to save your computer, it shuts completely down. So what you can do if you reset your preferences is almost like installing a fresh new version of Photoshop, so that when you exit out of Photoshop and you open it up again, it's opening up a fresh version of Photoshop. And you may be able to finally at that point do your export because the memory of Photoshop is clear and clean.
So will it quit right now?
No, it won't quit right now. It says on quit, it will reset the preferences. So go ahead and hit okay. And then what you can do also, you can check your not performance. Let's go to performance just to check on that real quick over here, right there. Okay. It's at 70% right now. Crank it up to 90%. And that might even allow you to do it at that point. You're just giving Photoshop more room to think. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's it. So you can go ahead and hit okay.
Something
and that might be a solution for you.
Something new.
All right. Now, if you want to try exporting now, you can. But what I would do is I see this like Photoshop icon moving around up here, which leads me to believe it's doing something on the cloud.
Right here.
Uh-huh. I just always know that Photoshop is always trying to tap into my internet. Mm-hmm.
Probably so.
Or that might be your Google. That actually might be your Google Drive. I think that's what that is. That's your Google Drive. It
is. That is Google. This Photoshop. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's go try it again.
All right. I think everyone else is good. Y'all are good. Yeah, you don't have to enter the code. You just click on the link. If you click on the link, it should discount everything instead of having to manually put the code in for each item. Because what happens is y'all be putting the code in and then y'all be like, the code didn't work. It didn't work because you didn't work. You got to put in the code, make sure there's no spaces. And before you purchase it, make sure that the price is discounted. Okay. I can't hear no it didn't work because the link should make it all work. Smilla says it works. All right, good deal. And
do I keep this selected to export?
No, the only thing that should be on is that top one that says include overlapping areas, and you're good to go. Let's go ahead and run it, see what happens.
Ooh, okay. It's doing this thing.
That's it. So
it's
good deal.
This thing.
Good deal. And I'm proud of you. I love your logo. Your product looks good. You got your mock-up ready.
Shoot. It's okay.
It went further than it went last time, which means that you're probably about there. Just close out all your files, clean everything up, and then you should be able to run it from there. Okay.
All right. I got it.
All right, well, I'm gonna let y'all go because I've been
good night. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I will check you all tomorrow, 8 o'clock. We'll start our Shopifys. If you already have a Shopify, it's fine. If you don't have a Shopify, it's fine. We're all gonna start from the same level, okay?
Can we get the code again? Because I didn't see it before.
Okay, let me see if I still got it pasted. That should be it right there. Yep. It's just a link there. Y'all, I'm so proud of y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you're real tired, but I still couldn't figure out how to change winter into summer or spring.
Let's see. Go ahead and share your screen. Okay, let's you're on your move tool. Go ahead and right click on the word winter somewhere on the meat of the text. You'll see the word winter.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the word winter.
I'm on winter.
No, the word winter right below smart color. No, you have it on the right click that you did. Scroll down. It's 2 lines below that, the word winter.
Oh, the word winter. Oh.
And then double click on the T over there in the panel. Let me turn my marker on. It's easier when I can mark on your screen. There you go. It just type over it. You got it. You could do the same thing to change our collections, sale, flash sale. I just tell y'all to, keep it simple because I don't want you to get so overwhelmed with what the different variations of designs are. I want you to know that you could pretty much be hitting the ground running tomorrow. And these are very, very common headers and banners that you'll need anyway. So if you start here, you can't go wrong, but you can always go back and update this stuff later.
Okay.
Phyllis, Melissa, you are welcome, my love, and good night. Good night, Ashanti, Teresa, you're welcome. Good night, Alicia.
Thank you.
Good night, Iris. Good night, Donette. You are welcome, love. Make sure you save your changes too, okay? And hey, can we give it up for our first time Photoshoppers? Can we give it up?
Congratulations, y'all.
Yes. All right, loves. I appreciate y'all. I love you dearly. And until next time, bye. See y'all later. Good night. Good night.